Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Kalpana Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC Government College, अजमेर। बच्चों, आज की क्लास में मैं आप लोगों को HIV एड्स के बारे में बताने जा रही हूँ। Now, the question arises, what is HIV and what is AIDS? HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus, and it is a virus that attacks the body's immune system. If HIV is not treated, it can lead to AIDS or acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. There is currently no effective cure. Once people get HIV, they have it for life. But with proper medical care, HIV can be controlled. People with HIV who gets HIV treatment can live long, healthy lives and protect their partners. Now in this picture, you can see the structure of the HIV virus, where you can see there is an outer covering which is made up of lipids, and that is why it is a lipid membrane. Inside the lipid membrane there is a matrix, and inside the matrix various type of proteases, reverse transcriptase are found, whereas inside there is again a capsid which is having a nucleocapsid in this HIV virus. So this is about the structure of the HIV virus. Now we are going to see the history of the HIV कि HIV की हिस्ट्री क्या होती है, किस तरह से ये कैसे आया ये रोग. Scientists have traced the origin of HIV back to chimpanzee and Simon's immunodeficiency virus. SIV stands for Simon's immunodeficiency virus, an HIV-like virus that attack the immune system of monkeys and apes. In 1999, researchers identified a strain of chimpanzee SIV called SIV-CPZ, which was nearly identified to HIV. Chimps, the scientists later discovered, hunt and eat two smaller species of monkeys, red-capped mangabeys and greater spot-nosed monkeys, that infect the chimps with two strains of SIV. These two strains likely combine to form SIV-CPZ, which can spread between chimpanzee and humans. SIV-CPZ likely jumped to human when hunters in Africa ate infected chimps, or the chimps' infected blood got into the cuts or wounds of hunters. Researchers believe the first transmission of SIV to HIV in human that then led to the global pandemic occurred in 1920 in Kinshasa, the capital and largest city in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The virus may have spread from Kinshasa along infrastructure roads, railways and rivers via migrant and the sex trade. In the 1960s, HIV spread from Africa to Haiti and the Caribbean when Haitian professionals in the colonial Democratic Republic of Congo returned home. The virus then moved from Caribbean to New York City around 1970 and then to San Francisco later in the decades. International travel from the United States helped the virus spread across the rest of the globe. Now we are going to see the causes and ways of transmission of disease, AIDS. How HIV/AIDS spreads. Number 1. To become infected with HIV, infected blood semen or vaginal secretions must enter your body. This can happen in several ways. By having sex, you may become infected if you have vaginal, anal, or oral sex with an infected partner whose blood, semen, or vaginal secretions enters your body. The virus can enter your body through mouth sore or small tears that sometimes develop in the rectum or vagina during sexual activity. Thirdly is by sharing needles. Sharing contaminated food drug, needles and syringes puts you at high risk of HIV and other infectious diseases such as hepatitis. The infection can also occur through blood transfusion. In some cases, the virus may be transmitted through the blood transfusion. American hospitals and blood banks show now screen the blood supply for HIV antibodies, so the risk is very small. During pregnancy or delivery or through breastfeeding, infected mothers can pass the virus on to their babies. Mothers who are HIV positive and get treatment for the infection during pregnancy can significantly lower the risk to their babies. How HIV doesn't spread? किस तरह से नहीं फैलता? You can't become infected with HIV through ordinary contact. That means you can't catch HIV or AIDS by hugging, kissing, dancing, or shaking hands with someone who has the infection. HIV isn't spread through the air, water, or insect bites. The sign of HIV infection can vary in type and severity from person to person, and some people may not have any symptoms for many years. The stages below describe how HIV infection progress in the body if it is left untreated. Without antiretroviral treatment for HIV, the virus replicates in the body and causes more and more damage to the immune system. However, with effective treatment, you can keep the virus under control and stop it from progressing. This is why it's important to start treatment as soon as possible after testing positive. Now, there are various stages in the HIV AIDS. Stage 1 is the acute primary infection. The early symptoms of HIV can feel like having the flu around 1 to 4 weeks after getting HIV. You may start to experience these flu-like symptoms. These normally don't last long, a week or two. You may only get some of the symptoms, and some people don't have any symptoms at all. What type of symptoms you may get in stage 1? That is fever, rashes, sore throat, swollen glands, headache, upset stomach, joint aches and pains, and muscle pain. These symptoms happens because your body is reacting to the HIV virus. Cells that are infected with HIV are circulating throughout your blood system. In response, your immune system tries to attack the virus by producing HIV antibody. This process is called seroconversion. Timing varies, but once you have HIV, it can take your body up to a few months to go through the seroconversion process. Having these symptoms alone does not mean you definitely have HIV. The only way to know if you have HIV is by taking a. You should always visit your healthcare professional if you are worried about or think you have been at risk of getting HIV. Even if you feel well and don't have any symptoms, they can then arrange for you to get tested. HIV will not always show up in test at this early stage, and you may need to test again later to confirm your result. Your healthcare professional will talk to you about the timings of your test and answer any concerns. It's important not delay speaking to a healthcare worker if you are worried about HIV. In the early stages of infection, the amount of HIV in your blood is high and you are more likely to pass the virus on to others. Condoms are the best way to protect yourself and your partner when having sex, especially if you think you have been exposed to HIV. The stage 2 is the asymptomatic stage. As the name indicates, asymptomatic means there are no symptoms at all. Once a person has been through the acute primary infection stage and seroconversion process, they can often start to feel better. In fact, HIV may not cause any other symptoms for up to 10 or even 15 years, depending on age, background, and general health. However, the virus will still be active, infecting new cells and making copies of itself. HIV can still be passed on during this stage. If left untreated over time, HIV infection will cause severe damage to the immune system. Stage 3 is the symptomatic HIV infection, where you can see various symptoms like weight loss, chronic diarrhea, night sweat, fever, persistent cough, mouth and skin problems, regular infections, serious illness or diseases. By the third stage of HIV infection, a person's immune system is severely damaged. At this point, they are more likely to get serious infection or diseases that the body wouldn't otherwise be able to fight off. These infections are known as opportunistic infection. If a person develops certain serious opportunistic infections or diseases as a result of damage to their immune system from advanced stage 3 HIV infection, they are said to have AIDS. If you have advanced HIV with AIDS defining symptoms, it is important to get the right treatment as soon as possible. With treatment, a person can recover from AIDS related infections and diseases and bring HIV under control. The earlier you are diagnosed with HIV and start treatment, the better your health will be. You can avoid getting opportunistic infections and stage 3 HIV by adhering to antiretroviral treatment and looking after your health. Thank you.